What's up, world, and welcome back to another episode of Mix in Chat. I'm your boy Javi, here with my boy D-Lo.
Yo, what's up?
Now let's get into it. So y'all know how we like to start it. D-Lo, what's your number this week?
Man, I'm at a solid 8. I mean, I'm a little tired. It's been a little draining with the whole it being slow this week, but you know how that goes.
Oh, it was slow this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, why was it slow? Why do you think?
Well, I'm on the Amazon thing. It just came out of Prime Week. It came out. Prime Days was last week, so you know they like to get all that stuff out like couple days after. So
right.
I thought it was going to be a busy week with it being after the week after Prime. So you know all the stuff that was coming in.
Yeah,
but apparently they just got it all out over the weekend. So,
hey, that's what's up though.
And then let's see, DoorDash. It's slow.
Is it going to shit now?
Well,
not really.
Not really. I've actually kind of figured out a new. I kind of, you know me. I always like to adapt when it comes to this gig work thing. So after these coming weeks, I'm gonna be putting in a little something different to where I'm gonna be having my Amazon money being my main money, and then getting. Because like what I've noticed is in between routes, I make about $50-$60. Well, that's my daily money. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have everything from my DoorDash transfer weekly into our bank account, and that way my Amazon money is my money.
Got you. Okay. I see. That's what's up. Yeah, you having an 8.
Yeah,
it's definitely an 8. Okay.
It's like I said, like. And that's the thing people don't know about this gig work thing. You always got to be able to adapt.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, it's just it's an ongoing adapting thing. So it's just once you adapt to that new system, it maybe take a couple weeks, maybe a week or two, just to get implicated, and then you're back in it. So, I'm kind of hopefully here getting stuff pushed along with getting my car fixed and stuff like that. So I got all my estimates. I just need to start working on it and getting it together, man.
Facts.
So how are you doing?
Oh, work is working me. I'm having a 7 type of week.
Yeah.
I'm lower than you this week.
Yeah.
But you know, for the podcast, I'm gonna be on 100. That's a fact.
Well, we got a lot to talk about.
Oh, this episode. Oh yeah, there is a lot to discuss.
A lot of craziness.
Let's give y'all a little prefix. For this week's episode, we are talking about presidential candidates, the ones that dropped out of the race, and the new ones that have been presented as the party lead for the Democratic Party. So, without further ado, stay tuned because we coming right back at y'all with these hard facts. See you in a second.
Juiciness.
All right, y'all. So welcome back to episode 7 or 8. One of them episodes.
One of them.
Period. It's one of them. And this is probably going to be the longest episode that we have of this series, this season, probably. I'm sure it's going to take all the time that we have. But yeah, so this episode is going to dive into the presidential race. And I want to start off by saying, yes, Joe Biden, the president of the United States, did say he will not be seeking re-election. And he has endorsed Miss Kamala Harris, who is currently our standing vice president. And she has taken the bull by the horns and is riding that mother into the sunset. I'm telling you, that lady, like, they gave her $81 million in donations in the first 24 hours of him endorsing her.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, because, I mean, so the whole, like, it was good for Biden finally get his dream to be president.
Right.
But okay, so you all right, let's face facts.
Watch your mouth about my president.
I'm not speaking bad. It's just
I'm just playing.
It's past your time.
Yeah, and I think after sitting there and catching COVID again, he realized it.
Yeah.
And after talking to those people closest to him and them saying, okay, Joe, I think it's time for you to kind of like go ahead and sit back. You had your 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then we've got the Trump situation that happened with Trump. Right before all this with Biden happened, the whole quote unquote assassination attempt. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Assassination attempt. You are not Reagan.
Well, I kind of have my theories on it, and but like I said, it's theories. But
the person that tried to assassinate you was a Republican.
Well, have you heard the deep dive into the kid?
I've heard the deep dive, but I'm not sure how much I believe the deep dive, because I actually was watching something today about the head of the Secret Service, because originally the lady that was in charge of the investigation resigned. And then now the new head of the Secret Service had a little, we gonna sit down and talk to you. You're gonna tell us the answers of what your findings is and stuff like that. Saying that prior to it, he had been researching different big named people, not just Trump, but he wasn't there was no rhyme or rhythm to how or who he was going to research or whatever. And then he had this search on Google saying how far was Reagan's assassin away from him when he attempted to assassinate Reagan. So that was one of the searches that he had made on Google. So I'm like, but he was a Republican.
Yeah.
He was but I assume a Trump supporter. But I guess not. What's your thoughts on it, D-Lo? Be honest with me. How do you feel? Because I'm assassination attempt, I think we're reaching.
So let's look at the facts that we know. Okay. So
look, he's let's look at the facts that we know.
Before there was videos of people at the rally that was watching this kid wiggle himself on top of the building.
Facts.
They was even saying he's right there on top of this roof.
They were calling his name in that video. Get down, get back over here.
So, and you're gonna tell me, with all the snipers that they have, they didn't secure this one roof? They didn't see him on this roof?
You gonna make me do some praises in here.
So I honestly believe it was
calculated.
Yeah.
It was a ploy to get him popular.
It was either an inside job, because we already know that in his presidency he treated the Secret Service bad.
Yep.
Him and his family, we'll say that. They couldn't even use the bathroom inside the White House. Type bad.
Dang.
Yeah, it was horrible. It's something don't smell right about it. They're gonna sit there and say the kid in high school he went for the rifle team and he didn't make it because he was a bad shot.
Yeah, and then they was yeah, he was just bullied in high school and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, so now y'all gonna paint it to where he's he was bullied, so he's taking revenge on his bullies. But Donald Trump didn't bully him.
Yeah, and on top of that, you're gonna tell me with the gun that he had, with the scope that he had, that he only shot him in the ear? It kind of looked like a Mike Tyson bite with the Vander Holyfield. You know what I mean?
At the fucking the RNC, bro.
It just something just don't smell right about it.
But not about the innocent bystanders that was at the RNC had the little ear thing.
I know. It was kind of like Nelly with his Band-Aid on.
Yeah. They made a reference to that too. It was crazy.
But it's so I don't know if you ever watched the actual video of when he gets shot.
Oh, I've watched it several times.
Did you see the woman behind him
videotaping?
Like she crouches down before the shot,
right back. Yeah,
and then comes back with her bottle.
Record. Yeah,
and then so.
But have you also seen the video of the Secret Service man asking the people that were like right behind the stage, still on the inside of the stage where Donald Trump was, on the inside of the fencing? He was asking them to move over right before the shooting happened. And then when the shooting happened, instead of bum rushing the stage, he ducked down. He was already crouched when he was asking those people to move, and the gunshot hadn't even went off. He was already crouched asking them to move out of the way. Yeah. There's a lot of videos that question everything that happened. And they're talking about there was a drone that had a flight path, and they were trying to calculate or see what the drone would have seen. Like, it's a whole lot of bullshit going on. Like, I don't know if I want to believe it or if it's meant to be believed.
Well, and we'll touch into this, but I really think that this was meant to carry a lot of Christian overtone to the election.
Oh yeah.
So, because now they're saying, "Oh, he's touched by God."
Facts. That's where I was about to go.
Divine intervention.
Yes.
So
he's meant to be our president because his life was spared and he didn't die. So that's a sign from heaven. That
also correlates with them.
I'm not knocking religion. Yeah, I'm not knocking.
We're not doing that.
Anything like that.
We're not doing that.
We're just saying the method in which they are doing this.
And what's about to.
Okay, so it wasn't the Reagan assassination. The gunman researched the JFK assassination and how far the JFK assassin was from the location of JFK being assassinated.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was a whole different inside job, but we'll get that conspiracy theory later. But
oh, wow.
So, my thing is also that, and this is gonna, like, we're gonna touch into this too, but, like, it also goes with the whole Christian overtone. It's also gonna go into their plan with Project 2025.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that's another thing. That's another crazy thing, was the whole Project 2025 and the whole agenda they have with that.
Yeah.
Like, they are trying to defund public education. They trying to do a whole bunch of stuff that if they do it, it's going to rock this country.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, and you know, it just in his movements, it's just like he just grabs his ear and just goes down. Like, he's just like, oh yeah, it's time for me to go down.
No, I mean, but honestly, if you felt something hit your ear and you just like kind of went, and he looked at his hand and then dropped, so he looked and saw the blood and fell and went down. Because I felt like if he would have just like looked and didn't see anything, he probably would have stayed up. But I don't know. The thing is that I am trying to figure out is if he knew that was going to happen, or if somebody plotted that to happen without telling him to make it seem like it was authentic because of his reaction.
Well, and that, I don't know, because like it wouldn't surprise me if he knew about it, because that was the whole thing where he was like, "I'm gonna fight."
Yeah, fight. That was like, very much like somebody punch his ass in the face.
Yeah, like
get off that stage, like, for somebody else in another skylight is ready to aim and fire. You know, like if you was really had an assassination attempt and you feared for your life, there's no way in hell you was gonna do all that. Cause me, I would have stayed ducked behind that.
Oh yeah, I don't know who else is out there. It's like the whole JFK assassination.
Yeah,
like
all of you people that are out there, the audience are threats at this point.
Yeah, like you gonna tell me like there was one person in that JFK assassination?
Yeah,
no,
at all.
There were two other people. The way he gets shot and the way he moves, there was two other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like. No,
that whole thing was ridiculous.
Like,
I can't wait to see how that unfolds. As far as like what the things that they discover, and like the Secret Service, and all that, because they go out there days in advance, weeks, months in advance, to scope out everything, to see those points that of like threats, like where threats could lurk. And you telling me that that one roof was the only roof that wasn't secured, but this man was able to put a ladder on the wall, climb that wall with the gun that they did say that the gun was like one of those guns that could be detached and hidden. But my thing is, it was a fucking rifle, bro.
Yeah, it was an assault rifle. It was an AR.
Yeah, and like no matter how much you break that down, it's still gonna be noticeable. But y'all telling me y'all didn't see that boy climb on that roof? Y'all didn't see him when he crouched into position? Because from the videos that we see, you can clearly see that boy moving on that roof. You clearly hear those people calling his name.
Yeah, and not even that, but if you break it down, you still have to put it in a backpack, book bag, or a case.
They said that he didn't have it in the case. They said that he had it in he had stuff on his person.
You're not gonna
like
build
underneath his clothes.
You're not gonna build shimmy up that wall
Facts.
and shimmy on that roof with a rifle broke down in your waistline. It's not a pistol. You can do that with a pistol.
I already know.
But you can't do that with a rifle.
Know. There is so many holes and so many like head scratching moments when they come to talking about any of this that happened with the whole quote unquote assassination attempt. I honestly don't. I can't find it in my mind to believe it to be authentic.
Well, and you're gonna tell me in that split second he moved his head just right, where it hits him in the ear.
Perfect. Did he have a thing in his ear that they told him to turn his head? Like there is so much. I mean, there is so many like theories that can go off of that. Like, look, we can talk about this shit all day.
I know you can't. You can't sit there and tell me that it was just divine intervention, that he just happened to turn his head at the right spot at the right time. Like it just, there's so many things that's wrong.
And for that boy to be as young as he was, and to have an assault rifle. Like, where did he get the training to shoot that shot? Because that was a good ass shot that he shot.
Yeah.
To like for it to just whiz past his ear in the nick of time, he barely missed getting shot in the head. Like, where did that boy get that training? Because that's one thing that they haven't brought up is how that boy was able to have that shot accuracy.
Well, that, and they said, and it's just, where did he get that rifle to begin with? Because I know you're able to buy a shotgun at 18 and a hunting rifle, but an AR-15, I think you still have to be 21 like you do a pistol.
Y'all, when we come back, we are going to keep diving deeper and deeper into this and touch on other topics, because we still got to talk about the new Democratic running for presidency and other things, and still talk more about this whole assassination attempt. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. So welcome back, and we're just going to keep going straight on with what we were talking about. But you had some really good points, because like, how was he able to buy that? Was somebody purchasing for him these guns, or
I'm actually getting ready to look it up to see how old you have to be to buy an assault rifle.
It's wild to me that he was able to do all that with all those people around, all those Secret Service around, all those not just Secret Service people, but actual like local law enforcement was there.
What state
too.
Was that in? Was that in?
I can't remember what state it was in. It don't matter what state it was in, because there was just too much law enforcement there for that to even have been a thing.
Like, oh no, you do. Yeah, you can be 18 by purchase long guns, which includes an assault rifle. That right there, that's mind-boggling to me. Like, you shouldn't be able to own
gun control, people. Gun control.
Yeah, and trust me, in the right hands, I'm for ownership of guns. I really am. I own one myself, and bought my wife one. But
You bought her an assault rifle?
Not an assault
rifle. Oh, okay. I was going to say, Tim,
I don't even have an assault rifle. But I don't think at a certain age, like, you should be able to buy hunting guns and stuff like that. Because, I mean, people do take their kids hunting and all that.
He ain't got no kids.
But, well, no, I'm saying, like I was brought up in a hunting environment.
Got you.
So
someone says it. So it could have been his dad's rifle.
No. So it just, I don't know. Like, it's
fully ridiculous. This whole entire thing is just wild to me.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't wrap my head around it.
I still can't either. I mean, even the whole Reagan thing, like he still got a good shot in to where he actually, like, hit him, you know.
That's JFK.
No, I'm saying, like, Reagan. Like, Reagan was, like, at a distance.
Oh, yeah.
It's still, like he was pushing through a crowd to get to him, but still was able to get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the placement of the shot.
And all you could do was pinch him? No, just
like it just, I don't know.
It's not funny, but it don't make sense.
None of this makes
sense. The math
is
not mathing in this whole equation. But I do know one piece of math that is mathing, and that's Kamala Harris for president.
Yeah.
I'm behind it. I don't. Hold on, wait. Let me not say that, because I need to see her address the nation. When she addresses the nation, and I feel like the videos and all that is cute, but I'm saying when they have the Democrat National Convention and they put out who their nominee is going to be, then I'll be behind it.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to watch a debate.
And they bet not take our Andy Bashir away from us. Because he's being looked at strong now.
Oh,
he's in all the places he needs to be in.
He was a strong candidate when they first talking about Biden dropping out. Like, when they was like, Biden should drop out and Bashir should take his place.
And he's showing up in all the places that he needs to be in order to. Places. Yes. He's bumping uglies with the with the strongest of them.
He's kissing hands and shaking babies, y'all.
Shaking baby syndrome is real. But I can see Kamala being president, and a lot of people think that that's what it's going to be. I feel like at this time in the world, it's time for a woman president. Not saying it because she's African American, because I could care less. But I think it's time for a different approach. Look at her.
Yeah.
She just looks strong. Especially that neck. Nah.
I just, like I said, I need to see her in a debate situation where.
Well, we seen her with Pence. You talking about now?
Yeah.
We need to see her debate.
I need to see, like,
Trump.
Her, like, presidential debate. Like, yeah, being a vice president debate is
because she ain't gonna talk about that bullshit. She gonna tell you what she plans to do.
That's what I need to hear.
He's gonna keep talking about all this stuff that Biden didn't do or the Biden office didn't do. But let me tell you what's going to happen when I become president.
That was Biden's mistake. Was he fell into that trap of when he kept saying, well, you're the worst president, and we did this and we did this, and y'all didn't do this. He fell into that trap.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to see it all unfold. I'm excited to see where it leads, because Mama's out here doing what needs to be done. She's out here, like you said, shaking babies and kissing foreheads.
kissing hands and shaking babies.
Yes. And she's really out here making a name for herself, not on the coattails of Joe Biden, but actually, like, she's saying how much she praises him for what he did do.
Yeah, and
she's also telling you, like, if you look at her track record as far as the things that she's done in her history, in her past, Miss Lady was the lawyer of lawyers, baby.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see. I want to see her. Like, I don't want to see,
her behind Joe Biden. You want to see
I don't
want to
see. I don't want to see her behind Joe Biden. I want to see her.
You want to be our president? Show us you in the forefront.
Like I don't want to see you around the coattails of what y'all did, or.
But she can. But at the same time, tell me what you're going to do. Don't tell me what you've done.
Yeah, let's see you. Like, what are you about? Or what are you trying to do?
Right, or in the midst of you telling us what y'all have done, tell me what you're going to do now.
Yeah. Like what?
Because I would love to hear your rapport. I would love to hear the things that you've accomplished since you've been vice president, but I also want to hear the things that you plan on doing when you become president.
Yeah, well, I mean, the vice presidency,
she did a lot. There's like a list out of some of the things that she accomplished, and it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, but there's only so much you can do as a vice president.
Yeah.
As far as so, and I will say this, I mean, it's let's not gloss over the fact, it needs to be the right people in Congress for this to work. Like, with it being a Democrat president, you need to have a Democratic Congress or a bipartisan Congress. Right. This the Republicans
want to take over the House and the Senate.
Like them working against the president and not getting anything done has got to stop.
And that's where they say, oh, well, he didn't do this, he didn't do this, he did this, he caused this. It's because the Republicans made that to where that was a thing.
Yeah.
If the Republicans would have been like bipartisan about it, all those accomplishments would have been great accomplishments. But where they were so like in the negative about him even being president, he had no choice but to end up the way he did.
Yeah.
Like, y'all didn't give him a chance to run the country the way he needed to or wanted to run it because y'all so hurt that he beat Trump.
Yeah.
For 4 years, y'all been eating it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm tired of seeing these things on Facebook on like, well, in 2020, gas prices were this, and now gas prices are this. Don't y'all realize that we was in a pandemic?
Right.
We was in lockdown.
There was no gas being used.
Everything was cheaper. But now, out of the pandemic, people are taking advantage of trying to get their money back.
My whole thing is...
And so that it caused inflation. It doesn't matter who the president is.
My whole thing is, I guess every single president since Bill Clinton was bad too, because Bill Clinton had the lowest gas prices that I remember, and that was my president that I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And gas was like $1.25.
Actually, people don't realize that at the time that Bill Clinton was in office, everything was lower.
He endorsed Kamala.
Did he?
Him and his wife.
I'm sure he did.
Stop. It was not a Monica Lewinsky. My thing is, the one thing that I don't know, and maybe I haven't done my research, is Kamala married?
Yeah.
Oh, she is, because that one video of Biden looking like a statue while everybody's dancing, she was trying to teach her husband how to dance.
Yeah.
So there would be a first man, not a first lady. Does she got kids?
That I don't know.
I'm gonna have to do some research. I'm not sure about that. Mama a mama? Is Auntie Kamala a mother? Do we have cousins?
So yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
I'm excited to see how this unfolds. I hope it does not cause a civil war, because I feel like it could still very much go that way, because now you have a woman running for office against
either way. Now I'm more afraid of, especially after that whole assassination thing, I'm more afraid of what's going to happen now.
Was you secretly like, man, they missed? Damn. No, I'm just like, do not answer that.
We're not gonna answer that. But
we're gonna keep that to ourselves on whether we was or wasn't. But yeah. I was shocked, genuinely shocked. Like,
I thought it was fake.
I'm telling you.
I saw it back. I was like, no.
Because I feel like that was a genuine response to feeling the bullet graze him. That was a genuine response. That's why I was like, so did he not know that they were doing that? Like, did the Republicans planned that and not tell him that way, his
either way, I
mean,
even if you know it's coming or not, I mean, it's still gonna be a shock.
Oh hell,
and it's still gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah, but I felt but you can already hear Trump trying to light this up to make himself sound so good. I survived the assassination.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's saying, he's saying that he's touched by God and all this.
That's what
he's creating a whole religious overtone because that falls in line on Project 225. It's a lot of religious overtone.
Yeah, speaking of Project 2025, that's insane.
Yeah.
What is your, like, of the things that you've read about it, what is your one thing that you like, oh no?
Honestly, and I don't mean this to be anything taken out of context.
It's something about black people. No, just play it.
But honestly, my big thing is the whole them trying to push Christianity into public schools.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But this nation was built on freedom of religion, and it was people came over here because of religion prosecution or oppression.
Facts.
So why are we going back to what? And I mean, they came over here for that, and because to get rid of taxes. Guess what happens? We get taxed on everything. We get taxed on a property that we buy.
I would rather them have fought to get the Pledge of Allegiance back in schools over like teaching religion.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, that still has a religious tone to it because where they say one nation under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for. Yeah, I get it.
It's still like, you have people in there that have different beliefs.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it mandatory for them to learn it, but I can see, like, because we are from the United States, for them to say it in schools, like, for them to say it over the intercom before each day starts, like, I'm not saying that each student has to, like, say it, but, like, I would much rather them say, okay, well, we're going to put the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of the day of each school day, over them saying, oh, we're going to teach religion, and the religion we're going to teach is Christianity, and everybody's got to learn about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's bullcrap.
Because in that case, if you want your kids to learn that, then have them go to a
private school. Like, you got private Christian academies.
Yeah, and you, like, there's, I know, because I went to it, a private Baptist boarding school here in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's a different thing. Like, it just, I just don't like it. Like, it just doesn't sit well with me.
And so Trump's running mate is J.D. Vance. Is that his name?
I think so, yeah.
Why have I never heard of this man before he started running with Trump?
I've never heard of Pence until he ran with Trump.
Well, I heard of Pence before, but, like, even before he ran with Trump. But my whole thing is because I watched the Republican National Convention, the RNC, if we're abbreviating, and during his speech, he was like, "Yeah, his mom is in recovery, like she's like in recovery from like something in her past. She's 10 years." sober or off the wagon or whatever the case may be. He's like, yeah, and I'd like to have a celebration in the White House if President Trump lets us. So you're just a pawn in President Trump's game. You're gonna follow behind everything he says.
Yeah. Well, like, that's the thing though. It hasn't become, and that's where the Republican Party has been broken down to so many fractions. Like I said, you have, the Trump Republicans, you have the conservative Republicans,
not the factions like the divergent insurgents,
and then you have the traditional Republicans, like they're all, and then you have like the log cabin Republicans, like they're all different little sections of it, and that's the reason why. Eating
Trump.
Well, except for the traditional ones. The traditional ones ain't.
I think if I would have said that would have got me beat.
But yeah, I mean, even the traditional ones ain't falling for it.
It's like, bro, when are y'all gonna open y'all's eyes and realize that this man does not have the best interests of America?
No.
Like, I can say that I think that Kamala would be a better president than Trump, because at least with Kamala, she wants to be president. I feel like with Trump, he wants to be dictator.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really afraid that if he wins, that's going to be the last election we ever have.
I'm in fear that if he wins, not only will it be a civil war, but somebody will kill him. And then it'll be all out anarchy in these streets.
Well, then we'll have his vice president. So that's another whole other ball game right there.
And I'm not the biggest like on the whole Republican Party, because clearly I'm Democrat. But I was in fear for them at the RNC. Like, I'm like, okay, so they just had an attempt on his life. Every Republican is going to be at the RNC. So what if some shit goes down there? You know what I'm saying? I was like, even scoping I'm watching TV, but I'm like looking out at the audience, like, is somebody about to do something?
Well, but see, and that's what makes this whole thing fishy, because it's like, it just. And I'm not saying like it was all fake or anything like that, because apparently there was a guy that did lose his life there that was trying to shield his family.
Yeah, that's it. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
he was a firefighter too, wasn't he?
Yeah. So yeah. I mean,
and I seen at the convention where Donald Trump kissed his helmet or something like that. Like,
he's good at kissing helmets, so
yeah, we both looked at each other the same way too. That's crazy.
Like, but it just So yeah, I'm not trying to mend what he was trying to do, what the guy was trying to do, and how he lost his life, because anybody would have done the same for their family, I hope.
Thanks.
But it just I don't know, man. Like, it
don't sit right.
No,
at all.
None of this sits right. Like the whole presidency thing, the assassination attempt, like, it just none of
Joe
this.
Biden dropping out as late as he did, and then I feel like that. And let me get over on these Democrats too, because y'all think y'all slick, and I see the game y'all trying to pull, because it's late in the race.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe Biden waited till late in the race so that Kamala would be the only viable person to become president, to be on that ticket. And they see it. So now that's why everybody's throwing their money behind her. I think it was always a setup for Kamala to become president. I feel like, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when Joe Biden got in office, he said, I picked her because I feel like if I wasn't president, she'd be a great president. She have all the credentials to be president. He said that in the beginning when he first picked her. I would never have picked her as a vice president if I didn't think she was capable of being president. So when it comes back to this, she's like all about Joe Biden. Even when she clearly sees that Joe Biden's health is diminished enough to where he can't do it, she's like doing these interviews. No, I've seen Joe outside of these interviews, outside of the debate. I've seen him get in the paint in these Oval Office, out here on this campaign trail, out here with these foreign advocacies. And then when he's like getting sick, and now he's in quarantine to where he can't make an appearance until after he's made his decision, and he throws all his support behind Kamala. And this is only after his inner circle says, okay, Joe, we think this is not when all the Democrats on the party are telling him, okay, we think that you need to give it up. His inner circle, I think this is always the plan.
Well,
it's not a bad plan. Okay, Democrats, kudos to you, but at the same time, y'all thought y'all was slick.
Well,
but I called it.
How about he makes that decision after the whole so-called assassination attempt?
It was beautiful. It was perfectly orchestrated, because the assassination attempt, so all the attention went to Trump, and then he said, "Oh, I'm dropping out." All the attention comes immediately back. So who's gonna run? Who's gonna run? Kamala. Coins is just being thrown at her like Sonic running through the hedgehog.
Yeah. So
I'm living for it. Like, this needs to be a TV show. Like, this would be a perfect episode of Scandal,
people
or Designated Survivor.
People from other
Madam
countries.
Secretary, matter of fact.
Well, people from other countries, they watch the U.S. like it's a sitcom.
And they are eating popcorn and watching shit unfold at this very moment.
Because I mean, and
this is like an episode of Bad Girls Club.
And people act like we're the oldest country out there. We're the youngest country in the world,
and entertaining the whole world. We are the Kardashians of the world. Ooh, that was an ugly laugh. Don't ever do that again. I promise I
won't. It just, and people think that back, when we was at our strongest, it was gonna last forever. No, countries have their ups and downs, and I mean, it just.
So, on July 25th, which is today, or is today the 24th?
Today's the 24th because we got 2 days left before Deadpool drops.
There you go. Today, the 24th, Joe Biden has decided to address the nation at 8 o'clock. We won't be able to talk to you all about it, but on the next episode, we will give a rundown on what happened or what we felt about it. But yeah, today is the 24th of July. We are posting this unedited. I'm not editing nothing. So all of my stutters, all of your stutters, is all going in this.
Jeez.
And this is authentic.
Yeah.
We're going to start being very authentic and open. Unless there's big hiccups, I'm not going to edit. I'm just going to post. But I really want to know what you all, the audience, the listeners, the subscribers, think about all of this that's going on in our country right now. Not to mention that Snoop Dogg is going to be carrying the Olympic lantern torch throughout the Paris. Snoop Dogg?
He probably going to light a blunt with it too.
Honey, he's going to be high as hell. The torch is going to be a blunt. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
But yes, this is going to be something that is going to shake this nation regardless of everything. But when we come back, we're going to give you our final thoughts and kind of fade out of this episode. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. All right, y'all. So welcome back, and scratch what I said about we might not be able to speak about the Joe Biden decision, the address to the nation, because we just got done watching it. It actually happened right when I went to break with you all. So according, and just to kind of reiterate what happened, he was pretty much addressing the nation as the president, letting everyone know that he is stepping down from his position after his 4 years is up, and he just reiterated the things that he was able to accomplish. Well, his presidency was able to accomplish. Also, he reiterated who his endorsement was towards, which is Kamala Harris. Something that really struck me was him saying that he wanted to pass the torch to a new generation, a younger generation. And that really strikes a chord with me because during the debate, they really were back and forth on age. Yeah. Him and Trump were back and forth on age, saying that they would be the oldest presidents or people running for presidency. And now Donald Trump can't use that as a ploy to win votes, because he is now the oldest running president, for the oldest candidate running for president in the United States history, because Joe Biden dropped out.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting, and it's true. We do need a new generation. We do need a younger president, a younger voice that is more relative towards the younger generations. I feel like Kamala is that person, and if Andy's on the ticket, he's even closer to it. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed the address to the nation. What was your takeaways, D-Lo?
First of all, and I hate to, I just, I hate to throw a conspiracy theory out there, but his movements,
you're going to.
His movements just don't seem right.
Did he seem robotic to you?
Yeah, a little bit. And
he stuttered his ass off though.
Well, and I mean, it happens when the robot's trying to learn.
No, stop! You stop!
No, I can't say nothing because I actually do, and I have worked on it my whole life. I've had stuttering problems, and if y'all haven't noticed, why I say a lot,
as you say,
yeah, but it's like, so I can't really knock anybody for that.
There was a part of it where you was like, I wish he didn't say that. What was that? It's like, ooh, I wish he wouldn't have said that. I can't remember what he said.
I can't remember it now either. Damn it.
But there was a part that he said something, and you was like, ooh, I wish he didn't say that. It wasn't a promise or something.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it was a promise for the for peace in the Middle East. And I feel like that's a hard goal because they've been at war with each other for hundreds of years.
Facts. We've been at war with them for a long time.
Yeah, and that's a hard task right there because you're gonna have to get both sides to actually come to peace.
And I feel like at this time, and going forward, there will never be peace in the Middle East as far as how it is right now with Israel and Gaza. That whole situation, I feel like that is just like ripping any hopes of them having any type of anything.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, I mean, this is what religion. I'm not knocking religion. I'm not. I am Christian myself. Let's say that. This is what happens when religious overtone takes over. And you have somebody with different ideas or different beliefs. One is wrong. And that's kind of, that's not all what the war in the Middle East is about, but it does have a big part in it.
Yeah. A large part.
So and even my wife has said it because she watches the show and I've never seen it. I've catch some things. She told me about it, but she watches The Handmaid's Tale, and she says that she believes that we're one bad policy and one bad law away from becoming the reality of The Handmaid's Tale.
So what does she mean by that? Like what is the situation? Is it a dictatorship in the Handmaid's?
So basically America falls, and
that's gonna happen eventually.
It's known as Gilead.
Okay.
And so basically what happens is the rich completely takes over. The poor is for basically creating life for the rich. Basically, like they're the ones, the poor is the ones that holds the baby. They're the ones that, so
they're the slaves to the rich.
Yeah, basically.
Wow, that's
deep. Basically, if you want to, if it's basically the new age civil war. If you want to leave, you have to try to escape into Canada.
Man, you
have to escape to the north.
Y'all better be getting y'all tickets now if y'all going. So I'm a fight.
I mean, at some point, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it gets that bad, hey, we can do this on Zoom. I'm gone. Like,
not Zoom.
I'll go back to my homeland in Ireland. I mean,
ooh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a long journey.
Hey,
you better be door dashing a little heavier to make your points.
Like, it just, I don't know, man. Like,
There's a lot going on in America right now.
We're about to see something different. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's going to entail. But we're going to be in something different.
There's a lot going on in America right now, and I don't know, honestly, how to feel about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
From the bullshit assassination attempts to the first time ever seeing a sitting president fall out of a race.
Yeah.
To him throwing all of his support behind Kamala, and then the whole Democratic Party pretty much like, okay, yes, let's do it. Like, they were not throwing money at Joe Biden. They were holding their coins.
What if she goes and gets AOC, who ran with Bernie Sanders?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like it raises as many questions on who's going to be our vice president and what this is going to look like. But like I said, I want to see her in that type of setting.
The debate setting?
Yeah. Like I need to see her
eat somebody alive.
Yeah, I don't want to see this playing nice.
Oh, she in the little speeches that she's been making. Oh, she's not playing nice, honey. She is cutting just at the jugular.
Like, because I've seen her in the cutesy part of the vice presidency, as far as going to talk to teams that won championships and
her lately
and all and addressing the U.S. basketball team and stuff like that. I've seen that type of stuff.
Here lately, she's giving them the business.
But that's what I want to see. Like, I want to see you just in it. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I know all of the people outside this country are watching and anticipating. But this lady's raised over $100 million in donations.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Netflix donated $7 million to her campaign.
Yeah, what about Elon dropping his donations from Trump?
He stopped?
Yeah.
Because they were asking him to dump more. They were asking him to dump a day.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars a day.
He dropped his donations from Trump. Because he said that he didn't want to, he didn't feel right to what was his words? He didn't want to fund a cult
Yeah.
It just.
Yeah, he let them have it, and he wrote it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a Twitter gangster. Yeah, that man's a Twitter gangster.
He does own it. So.
I mean, of course, but I'm just saying, when it comes to posts on Twitter, that man has no filter.
No.
And that's why he owns it, because he wants a platform where there's no filter. That's why he allows the shit he allows on there.
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, and those something.
It's easy for AI to post on AI, so
get out, get out. Okay, y'all. See, we done got off subject, but the true subject is, I'm devastated to see what happens, but I'm intrigued and eager and excited and hungry and scared at the same time. I have never felt this many emotions about a presidential race as I do right now. Yeah. Because I'm so unsure as to if we're going to continue being land of the free and home of the brave, or if we about to turn into y'all better run and hide because Trump's coming.
Yeah, it's definitely in the unknown as
territory.
Yeah. It's we're so far in the unknown that we might as well be singing Frozen right now.
Honey, into the unknown.
It's crazy, man. I have no words, as my great grandmother used to say. I don't have the words.
But if y'all have not been in tune or caught up with everything that's going on, we hope that this has helped you understand a little bit more about what's going on and how serious everything that's going on in this country is, because this is not only like something big for our country, but this is also going to determine like where the nation stands as far as in the world.
And I mean, enjoying the conversation, like drop some comments down, like, but if you do, please be respectful of other people's opinions.
Yeah, don't throw hate on somebody else's comments, because we want to hear what everybody has to say. And if you're throwing hate, then nobody's gonna want to comment because they feel like they're gonna be attacked. But I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so be respectful. But let us know what y'all think in the comments.
Yeah, because this is getting crazy. So
it's wild.
Like I have never seen anything like this. Like, and I'm a history buff, and I even like listen to music of like, you know, like I've been listening to music to like even what my dad used to listen to, and some of that overtone stuff with back in the 60s and stuff, and some of that is still relatable today. Like, it's crazy, but we are never, and we will probably will never see anything what's about to happen
with ever again in our lifetime.
Yeah, like this is taking on a whole new precedence on American history right here. Like it's like I said, I don't even know what the words to even say.
So, question: how do you see this turning out? Like, if you had to predict what's going to happen, what do you see?
If Trump wins, it's probably going to be a dictatorship. Just because of some things that I have been reading on their playbook, as far as like letting states legislators go.
Yeah, Project 2025.
Like, if Kamala wins,
Josh Shapiro, Mark Kelly, Andy Beshear, Roy Cooper, these are all governors in their respective states. Andy Beshear is Kentucky. These are people that are potential vice president candidates with Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Okay, but continue.
So, and I just, like I said, I don't even know what to think about Kamala right now, because I just want to see her in that element.
Right.
So it's something I haven't seen. So, but I don't know if we can actually get some fresh faces in there. I think and you put the right Congress in there. Like I said, all the pieces have to be working, and they have to be working together. So it's not gonna work.
I'm so proud of you, Andy. Now let me stop.
It's not gonna work if one side keeps fighting the other side.
Facts. We all need to come together at some point.
Like, it just, that, and I'm honestly scared if Andy Beshear does go to be the vice president. Who governor. Are we going to have as governor?
We're going to get somebody that don't know what the hell they're doing, or they're going to want to take it back and make it Republican.
Or where Bevins used to take it to.
God, let's not go there. Please, Jesus. But yeah, all in all, I feel the same way. As far as Kamala, I think that she is the best choice for us to make when it comes down to it, regardless of whether I've seen her in action or not. Just based off of who Trump is and where he's wanting to take it, Kamala is the more logical choice, and there's no evil behind her.
Yeah,
that's what I see. When it comes to Donald Trump, he is the 34-time convicted felon, people.
Yeah,
for lying. Do we really want a liar in office that is known for lying and is keep getting caught up on lying? And is probably lying about this attempt.
Yeah.
Like, do we really want that? Let's be real. Because I don't.
And I just think it's messed up anyways that somebody with 34 counts of felonies can go for president, and a person with a one non-violent felony can't even vote.
But y'all, we can go on and on about this all day, every day.
Oh my God.
But we're going to have to cut it off here and come back at y'all next episode. I'm your boy Javi, here with your boy D-Lo.
Yo.
And we are out for this episode. We hope y'all enjoyed it, and we can't wait to see what y'all think and how y'all feel. But we'll catch you next time.
Peace.